InternMakers. My name is Paulina Espinoza, and I'm super excited to be part of the How I Got Into series. Today I'm going to be telling you guys a little bit more about how I got into IBM and a little bit of my background story. So let's get started. So I'm the oldest out of my siblings, and both of my parents went to college in Mexico. So as you can say, I was the first of my immediate family to go to college here in the United States. And honestly, at first, it was almost like a roller coaster. Everything from applying to FAFSA to choosing out the correct classes I was supposed to take was brand new, not only to me, but to my family as well. And I feel like what really helped me stand out in my university and really helped me navigate what career path I wanted to take was getting involved in student organizations. So student organizations, I feel like, definitely help you stand out resume-wise, but at the same time, you learn so much about yourself as well. My second semester of college, I ran for Senator at Large for the Student Government Association at my campus. And honestly, just having to do the whole campaign, learning how to work in a team was something that really helped me develop as a person. And not only does that allow you to put different experiences on your resume and stand out against others, but like I said, it helps you learn so much about yourself and ultimately what career path you want to take. So I graduated in May 2019 from the University of Texas at El Paso with a degree in marketing. And right now I'm coming up to my 8th month at IBM, so time has definitely flown by. Obviously right now I'm doing marketing at IBM, and more specifically, I'm in the IBM Systems Business Unit, which is basically the business unit at IBM which is in charge of servers, storage, and things like that. So my current role is Social Content Specialist, which this means is that I basically regulate everything that comes in and out of the IBM Systems Twitter and LinkedIn pages. So a little bit about how I got my full-time position at IBM was at first I was an intern there the summer of 2018. And I got my internship at IBM through this really, really cool program called Sponsors for Educational Opportunity, or SEO for short. And I highly recommend this program to everyone. Honestly, I would not be where I am if it wasn't for SEO. Basically, this program is designed specifically for Black, Hispanic, and Native American college students that are looking for internships that eventually turn into full-time positions. And the way it works is basically you apply, and if you get accepted, you get paired one-on-one with a coach. And basically, your coach and yourself are working throughout the whole school year on refining your soft skills, your hard skills, or anything that they might see needs improvement on your end. And programs like SEO have partnerships with a ton of Fortune 500 companies. SEO has partnerships with Blackstone, with Bank of America, with Goldman Sachs, IBM, just to name a few. And what's really cool about this is that these companies have partnerships with these programs as well, and they look for people that are within these programs for their interns, to fill their intern slots, I should say. So for example, IBM goes to SEO and they say, we need an intern for marketing this summer. Do you have a candidate? And SEO actually recommends you to that company. Obviously, you still have to apply and go through the whole interview process and stuff like that, but I think it's a great way to get your foot in the door rather than just applying to an internship or a position on their website. And honestly, it gives you another thing to add to your resume. Another program that is more or less like this is Management Leadership for Tomorrow, or MLT for short. And it's kind of the same thing as SEO. Again, you apply and you get paired up with a coach, one-on-one mentorship. And I think the only difference is that MLT's partnership portfolio is a little bit more extent. They have partnerships with a lot more companies than SEO does, but still great programs. I definitely encourage everyone to apply. And what I love about this is that they're specifically designed for minorities. So I eventually got recommended from SEO to this internship at IBM, and from there I did my internship, and ending my internship, they told me if I would like to come back as a full-time employee when I graduated. And so I feel like, again, these programs just give you so much exposure to companies that you may not have even thought of before. I feel like this is such a particular question just because there's so many people that work for IBM worldwide. But I feel like you can definitely use this to your advantage, and don't be afraid to reach out to people who work at IBM and just ask them. Be curious. Ask them about their day-to-day role, what their position entails, how they like the company. And I know that everybody is super willing to help out at IBM, so don't be afraid. Another piece of advice that I would give, not specifically to IBM, but just specifically in the recruiting process, would be to make a connection with your interviewer. I feel like this is super, super important in standing out in the interview process. And always, always, always ask for the recruiter's contact information after your interview. This way you can send them a follow-up email thanking them for their time, or even including something that you guys talked about in the interview so you can make your name stand out amongst the rest. Another piece of advice I would give is, just because you've already been accepted into an internship doesn't mean that you have the full-time job secured. Really try to stand out during your internship and network with people. Try your best in your project. It's okay to not know everything. And make the most out of your time in the company would be another thing that I would say really helped me turn my internship position into a full-time role. I hope this video was helpful, and if you guys have any more questions about IBM, my position at the company, recruiting in general, or just simply turning your internship position into a full-time position, please feel free to reach out to me.